Click here if you are having trouble viewing these photos on a mobile device. Motor lodges first sprang up in the 1950s, offering ease, affordability and the ultimate roomside parking convenience to the sudden surge of Americans hitting the highway. Low price tags still thrill today, naturally, but modern travelers are seeking more, a sense of authenticity in place and, of course, Insta-worthy visuals. Now those retro motor lodges are making a comeback. Hoteliers big and small are grabbing up these often down-and-out properties and bringing them back to life with mid-century modern design elements, local artisan touches, boutique hotel-level comfort and picture-perfect pops of color. Kimberly Walker and Mike Kyle's first hotel project was the Granada in San Luis Obispo, where, coincidentally, the term motel was first coined by the owner of the Milestone Motel. It was an eye-opening experience, Walker says, to renovate a long-abandoned 1920s hotel and reopen it as a boutique hotel. The duo immediately saw the potential in the Skyview Los Alamos, a rundown motel built in 1959 in the neighboring town. For more travel coverage from the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond, follow us on Flipboard. I'm attracted to properties with history, old souls with stories to tell, Walker says. That's reflected in our development choices. In 1964, there were 61,000 roadside motels in America. By 2012, there were only 16,000 left. The restoration of Skyview is part of our overall goal. We are passionate about preservation and repurposing forgotten spaces and properties. Los Alamos Skyview is a great example of a renovated mid-century motel with hipster appeal. Courtesy Skyview Los Alamos. The Granada was an abandoned 1920s hotel slated to be demolished, she says. Skyview was a 1950s motel operating as a halfway house. Both had incredible roots but had been neglected. We were able to preserve a piece of the past, while adding to the surrounding community. In Santa Rosa, the 1970s-era Sandman retains many of the easy drive-up elements of a traditional motor lodge, but it's been redone with modern amenities and upgrade, including Froze by the pool, in the shadow of a vintage neon sign. The history of motor lodges is marked by the 1950s banana boats, big American cars and campers, says Sandman owner Stephen Young, whose firm also worked on the Ace in Palm Springs, a hipster haven that kick-started a slew of copycats. The motor lodges were really enabled by post-war euphoria in this country. Americans were proud of their country and loved to see it by car. The resurgence of the motor lodge is a confirmation that people are looking for a place that is approachable, comfortable and accessible to all. The Sandman speaks to all three. Grab a drink at the bar, then wander out to the pool at Retro Cool. The Sandman in Santa Rosa. Courtesy The Sandman, larger hotel groups are getting into the game, too. Kimpton, which began the boutique hotel trend, has always been at the forefront of unique design and fun amenities. The 1960s Goodland in Goleta, just a few miles from UC Santa Barbara, is a perfect example. The former Holiday Inn offers the drive-up convenience it always had, but now it comes with cruiser bikes, Airstream pop-up events, poolside yoga and a vinyl record library. Those details are gentle nods back to Americana history, says General Manager Zachary Jelson. Kimpton is known for recreating old spaces. Santa Barbara's Goodland Hotel offers loaner bikes and a throwback, beachy vibe. Kimpton Goodland. The Goodland design team used many of those spaces to create communal pockets throughout the property. People travel for different reasons, he says, but to be able to sit down and strike up a conversation with someone, that's special. Artistic touches and local goods are lovely things, but a hotel's success is always dependent on location. 1950s Cambria Beach Lodge hits the mark. It sits directly across from Moonstone Beach and an easy Linus bike ride to Cambria's main drag. The lodge, which is owned by the PRG Hospitality Group, reopened 2 years ago. We designed the hotel ourselves, says co-owner David Dittmer. It is the first time we did not work with a professional designer. It was a personal project for us. The idea, he says, was to design a new and improved motor, or surf, lodge. Highway 1 is one of the most beautiful stretches of highway and coast anywhere in the world, and there is a nostalgic element to these types of trips for people living in San Francisco and Los Angeles. We wanted to design a property that could take them back to the original experience in the 1950s, but with an updated design that new guests can identify with. At the end of the day, we still just want a comfortable, affordable place to lay our weary heads. But if there's some luck, soap and kombucha on tap, we certainly won't complain. There is something very Californian about jumping in a car with your significant other or family and going surfing, hiking or wine tasting for the weekend, Dittmer says. That's the way we would want to spend a weekend. No planes or trains, just an open American road and the wind in your hair. There is something very simple and wonderful about that. If you go Skyview Los Alamos, rooms start at $139. 9150 Highway 101, Los Alamos, www.skyviewlosalamos.com. The Sandman, rooms start at $139. 3421 Cleveland Avenue, Santa Rosa, www.sandmansantarosa.com. The Goodland, rooms start at $168. 5,650 Cayo Real, Goleta, www.thegoodland.com. Cambria Beach Lodge, rooms start at $129. 6,180 Moonstone Beach Drive, Cambria, www.cambriabeachlodge.com. For more travel coverage from the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond, follow us on Flipboard.